In the last episode, we made a barn. This barn is something that I've been needing to make for a little while. Not only is it a barn, but it's also got crops in front of it. This barn houses 4 different animals. Chickens, my favorite. Pigs, cows with a chicken on top of it, and some sheep of different colors. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, that's all fine and dandy, but what do you do with the animals that are in here? How do you take them to, well, turn them into the food that's edible? Well, that requires create. And in order to be able to do that and get everything processing the way that I need it to be, I have to do something that, well, I think would fit perfectly in this nice little quaint area that we've got going on over here. That little thing that I thought would fit quite nice in this quaint little area is a giant windmill. I know it's not small, but it should be able to provide enough power that we need to be able to utilize and function all of the machines that we'll need to be able to build and craft inside of this barn that we have going on. So go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy watching me figure out how I'm going to do this without ending this hardcore world. What's going on, guys? So in the last episode, we built this farm with a bunch of animals in it and whatnot, but in order to actually process all the animals, and as you can see, there's a bunch of them in there right now. I have been breeding them. I have been doing some work off camera, but in order to actually process all them and do what I plan to do with them so that I have a never-ending food supply, kind of need power. And I have somewhat of a thing set up here. I started setting up the basic thing that I wanted, which is going to be a giant windmill. As you can see, it's a little lopsided, and that is solely because of the landscape around here. It dips lower down in certain areas, and like there, I'll probably throw more across. Actually, I am gonna go ahead and throw more across that, just so it looks a little better and not just a drop off right there. But I have been working on it, and so far this is what I've come up with, and I'm kind of liking what it's starting to look like, because this is just the base of it. That's all this is the base. So I think I want that like that. And then I'm still figuring out exactly what to do on the other side. Because I can do this on all 4 sides, but I can't really do it to, say, this side right here. I don't really have any way to do it right there. So it is what it is. I'm kind of liking what it's looking like. It's going to be probably it's definitely going to be challenging to me, because I've never really built a big windmill like this. I've never really studied what windmills look like. Granted, I've built windmills in real life. Do you think that would give me an edge? But not like this old style windmill. I've built the new fangled big white windmills that you see everywhere. I've built those. So I don't know what this is going to do for me. And I'm out of spruce logs. Of course I am. But I'll figure out something to throw in there. I'm not quite certain yet, but I don't know. I kind of like the way that it's starting to come out. Hello, chicken. This is the exact center of this entire windmill. This is where that line's going to come down from the ceiling, or come down from the actual windmill itself. We'll put a speed controller down, a rotational speed controller down at the bottom, so I can redirect it and speed it up. I think that's going to look nice. I think that'll look good. It'll look big, well built. I'm hoping. I'll definitely have enough wool, because I'll need to make a windmill bearing. I know I'll need to make that, but then I also need to make windmill sails, which are made with andesite alloy, sticks, and wool. Now, granted, I'll have the wool to make it, but I don't know if I'll have the andesite alloy. Let's see, do I have the andesite alloy made up over here? I have 64. 64 should be enough. The lag is insane when I come back over here. I also have 51 on me, so that ain't bad. So we just need to make a quick trip over here real quick. We'll go to diamonds and trees, which will give us our spruce, and dark oak is the way we're going with the build. I like spruce and dark oak. I think those two go together well. So that's what I'm going to be using for this build. I think it'll look nice, and I'm going to continue to work on it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it and you guys like what you see. And you guys like the way it turns out, because I'm hoping I like the way it turns out. I'm genuinely hoping I like how it turns out, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully good. Knowing my luck, probably not so. But we'll see. And I hope you guys enjoy watching it, so enjoy the time lapse. So this is what I've gotten so far. I think it looks pretty decent. I know it's not really looking like too much of a windmill, but we're getting to that point. I have the windmill bearing on me. We'll get windmill portion done. Don't worry. I got some vines growing over here so that I can utilize them in the build as well, because I don't know. I thought it would be nice. And judging off of what it's looking like so far, I mean, the texture isn't bad. I'm going to be utilizing that first floor there for something, I don't know, just decorative seating and whatnot. And then the windmill will be up on this top portion that you see here. I'm going to be using the polished black stone. I have a bunch of stairs made up for the roof up top. I used half slabs for the roof on the bottom portion. And I don't have any shears on me to utilize on those, what are those called? Vines, that's the word. Because I like to spread them out so that they work better for me. I think I dropped I've got shears somewhere. There they are. So I can utilize these shears real quick to go back to animals. This item vault just has random stuff tossed in it that I didn't really have any room for. And looks like it's almost sleeping time, but it is now 12:30 in the morning. So yeah, I gotta get some sleep. And it sounds like it's starting to storm outside, so that's lovely. Gotta make sure, you know, not to lose any of what I'm working on because it's storming. So I'm gonna call the recording for tonight, but I will be back at it as soon as I can to continue building this windmill. But to you guys, it'll only be a couple seconds, if even that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and log off for the night and log back on once it's the next day. All right, so I have come to the conclusion that if I fall from up there, I will die. And personally, I don't want to die. Mostly because of the fact that, you know, this is hardcore and there's no coming back from a death. So what I'm going to be doing, because obviously it's a windmill, it still needs blades on it. I'm going to design the blades here on the ground and then use a schematic cannon to launch said blades up onto the actual building one at a time. Hopefully that works, and, you know, I'm able to actually... Oh no. Oh no. That's a creeper. He's following me. Oh. Where'd he go? There he is. Go away. All right, I got rid of the creeper. That's good. But yeah, so I'm gonna design them here on the ground where I have ample space and don't have to worry about dying, and I'll be able to actually schematic cannon them up there easier and get every item that I need every time that I need it. Also, if the ambient sound of the wildlife is obnoxious to you, just let me know and I will turn it down. So I'm gonna get to designing it, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when I have the design ready and the first blade on the windmill. All right, so it kind of clips into the building. That's one blade. And I don't know what happened to my replay mod. It does some weird things right now. For some reason, it's not wanting to load all the items properly. So like, if I were to hit start recording, okay, I'll record for a little bit. We'll see those go and spin and do their things. We'll stop recording. I'm gonna go ahead and save and quit the title, just so you guys can see what's going on. Watch this. So that's done. Cool. Whatever. Go ahead and load that up. And yeah, those blocks aren't right, and I don't understand exactly what's going on here. It's like it just does not want to render the create blocks properly. That's a interesting looking wall. Like, that's not a wall. I don't know what's going on with the replay mod. I gotta figure it out and hopefully get it fixed and hopefully be able to utilize said replays. So yeah, powered by squirrels, apparently. That's what my windmill is. It's powered by squirrels. Now I'm gonna have to remove that front section of the windmill, make it change up its design a little bit, make it look a little better, just so that those blades, because I like the way the blades look, just so that those blades are actually usable. Figured out what the problem was. The problem was my guns. So in order to keep my replay mod, I had to get rid of the guns. But that's okay. I'll figure that out eventually, get my guns back and get all that stuff back. But for now, we have our replay mod. We make things look good. So we're getting back to the build now. All right, so this thing's all built up. It's all fine and dandy. It's honestly making me dizzy watching it. But my big issue is now I have to carve away part of my build. I don't want to have to carve away part of my build, but I will if I need to. I also need to go over to my little village over here. I trapped a trader and I got something rather resourceful. I have a mending book trade. I don't remember what exactly or how much exactly he trades for, but I do have a mending book trade, and he's not too far. He's in this building right here. He has a mending book trade. I did that earlier, and he is trapped. But I need to get mending on my axe, my pickaxe, all that stuff. But I have him trapped right here. Mending for 16 emeralds. That's it. So if I shut the door, go over here, travel on over to my other guys, which should be here at the zombie villager area. I should have some flint and some stuff I can trade with him. So not quite enough. That's 7. But if I go back home, wait a minute. Big brain thinking here. I know I've done this before, but right here, the lag is real. Okay, now we go back to zombie villager. Come to you. Oh, you made your prices go down for me. I appreciate that. Thank you. What was it? 16 emeralds? And a book. I don't have my books on me. But back to what I was talking about. I'm working on getting him his items that he wants to trade for, so that I can put mending on my axe and not worry about killing said axe. I also need to get the efficiency 4 from the other trader, but that's all stuff I gotta work on. I'm gonna work on that off camera real quick, and then we'll get to, you know, chopping down the rest, or fixing my windmill so that it's not all clippy and breaking itself, or phasing through itself. So, yep, I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, so I have a fully functioning windmill now. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say fully functioning, but I do have a working windmill. It do spinny windmill things, finally. So that's good. Now we're gonna climb on in here real quick, because there's a couple more. Did my headset just disconnect? Okay. That was weird. Are you guys getting any audio? Because I'm not seeing any audio come through. What the heck is going on? Hold on, let me fix this. That one? Okay. There we go. Now we've got audio back. Put a staircase up to this second opening area here, so that we can actually use this through a little design on the front there where I had to chop it. And we'll climb up this lovely ladder here that goes all the way to the top where it gets dark and then bright again. So what we need to do, we actually need to extend this shaft, throw a gearbox on there, turn said gearbox vertical, and then we should be able to just punch that until it gets only halfway down. See how far down it went. We should be able to build back up and reach that pretty easily. So let's do that real quick. With, what do I have on me? Ooh, I have 10 andesite casings. I'll utilize those. That'll just help me build up, 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 up. Down, down, down. Break that. Down. We'll throw an andesite casing on that so that it looks better. And we'll bring the shaft down the rest of the way. So now, when it comes time to actually move power over to that building for doing what I need to do with it, I have adequate power up here. You know what? That shaft's gonna stay. The shaft will stay. Unless I can reach it without breaking any other blocks, it's gonna stay. But first, let's see if I can reach it without having to break any other blocks. Yeah, I can. And we'll throw an andesite casing on there as well, just to make that look a little prettier. I think I might andesite casing all of this inside of here. And yeah, so there's my lovely, really fast windmill that's still making me dizzy every time I look at it. But I'll show you guys what else I was doing real quick before ending this episode. The other thing I was doing before ending this was I got a little carried away. And remember how I said I needed to put mending on my axe? Well, I have efficiency 4 and mending on it. I have mending on my netherite hoe, mending and efficiency 4 on the pickaxe, looting 3, mending, sweeping edge 3 on my sword, Protection 3 on my boots, protection 3 and mending on the leggings, protection 3 and mending on the chest plate, and then the netherite helmet is the same thing that it was. I got a little carried away with my villagers over that way. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about by got a little carried away. I think it's a little carried away. Most people would think it's perfectly fine. I actually need to harvest up my crops before going over there, so let me just... And it's done. Everything's harvested. I have a bunch of crops in my inventory, and I'll show you guys now what I mean by I got a little distracted. Eat my golden carrots that I can get from purchasing from traders now. And we'll go to villagers. Yeah, we've got villagers. Got a wee bit distracted, so we'll trade up all of our carrots with that guy. You're almost leveled up. I'll be able to level him up soon. You for sure are gonna get leveled up. Oh, come on, level up. Yeah. What do you got now? Ooh, suspicious stew. And you, yeah, I don't have anything to trade with you guys. I don't really have anything to trade with, but this guy right here, he buys my onions. And my carrots. Carrots? No, that is the wrong word. Cabbage and corn. That's the word I was looking for. Cabbage and corn is what he purchases. This guy doesn't purchase anything good from me anymore. So let's see what I can purchase from him. Cornbread. Level up. And what do you got? Do you buy any of my stuff? You still won't buy any of my stuff. You suck. I don't have anything to give to you, but we will go ahead and drop the rest of this stuff off in here. And I come prepared when their stuff gets too high. I got Splash Potion of Weakness and a couple golden apples, so their stuff gets a little too high, we're gonna have issues. Oh, there we go. Grab my gold, grab my diamonds, not my suspicious stew. Grab my gold. Grab my diamonds and my iron. I need to get more diamonds and iron over here, sounds like, or looks like. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to this episode. We'll go back to animals and finish off on, well, the last thing I need to finish off on is show you guys one more time the giant windmill that makes me dizzy. Giant windmill that makes me dizzy. I love it, but it makes me dizzy. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Y'all take it easy.